Welcome to my new vlog. And if you're new here, my name is Ramya and I'm an artist. I sketch, I paint, and I'm mostly anxious. I recently started working with cold porcelain clay and I make cute stuff out of it. And I'm actually planning on my very first shop drop, and that is why I've listed down all the designs into my handy dandy blue notebook. So, yeah, am I nervous? Yes, I am. Am I excited? Yes, I am. I am excited. But yeah, let's see how it goes. So, I've already sculpted half of these, I guess. We are going to sculpt the remaining in this vlog, and hopefully, we'll try to finish everything, which is not possible, but yeah, we'll try. So, let's get into it. So, as you guys can see, I've added some plants into my corner and I'm so happy about that. I always wanted to have some plants in my studio, and yeah, my studio seems very alive right now. So I recently attended Sugar Cafe Charm's workshop and we have sculpted this in the workshop. So cute. This wasn't a follow along workshop, but I sculpted along with her because that was so much fun. And I have clarified all of my doubts with Pernika, and she patiently answered each and every question of us. And I actually asked her about one thing, that whenever I stored my clay into this cling foil or cling wrap, it kind of ended up being very sticky with a lot of moisture around, and that was very hard to sculpt with. So then she insisted to store my clay into this one airtight container. Since I started storing my clay into this airtight container, it's working very fine. There is no moisture and it's easy to work along. So yeah, that is the reason I'm storing the clay into this airtight container. Okay, so you guys, if you have watched my previous videos, you know about this one design that I work on. It's not focusing, yeah. So I'm really stuck with what name I should give to this. I decided on Berrylicious because it has a strawberry in the center, but I don't know, you guys can give any suggestions for this. I'm gonna, please let me know in the comment box down below and just give some cute suggestions to the biscuit. This is a clay pin, and yeah, let me know your suggestions. I really love it so much. So in case you didn't watch any of my previous videos till now, this is Gigi and its bread. This is my most favorite charm of all. So we are gonna sculpt them now. Let's go. So this is my prototype, and I'm gonna keep my prototypes always nearby whenever I start mass producing my designs. Orange feet. So cute. So these were all my experimental pieces. These aren't perfect, like the shape and everything, so I just kept them aside because yeah, it takes a lot of time for us to master a design completely. I always moisturize my hands before I start sculpting because this kind of gives me very less sticky kind of a clay and it's easy to work with. So I've moisturized my hands and then started kneading the clay. I have this clay with me, this colored clay, because yesterday I was working on the biscuit charm, the Berrylicious charm. So I have this color left with me. We're gonna make the bread first and then we're gonna go to the cat. So yeah. So once I start kneading it completely and warming up the clay, I'm gonna make the bread first.
Darling, I would die for you. Tell 1,000 lies for you. Love you like the ocean, love you in slow motion. Anything it takes to make you stay. But I can't rely on you. Doesn't matter what I do. You say you need a time, I think you mean a buyout. Cause it's pretty clear you're on your way out. And though I understand it's hard sometimes to make up your mind in these trying times, yeah, I just can't accept you leaving me when I'm overseas with the heart so heavy. Think that I deserve the truth for once, not a guilty tone.
So done sculpting the bread. So once it gets dried up, it's gonna look very nice. I think I wanna add some more, chalk pastel pigment to give that nice crusty effect. So this is how I do it. I just scrape some chalk pastels and I store it in this box. It's a little container. I forgot in which I got this, but yeah, I just make sure all of my charms look identical this way. You can actually, procure a box. You can either buy it or just, reuse any of the box that you got it from Swiggy or anything, and you can store your pigment into this. So yeah, we are done with the bread. Let's sculpt Gigi now. So cute. I'm so happy with the bread. So next comes the cat, and I've pre-mixed all of my colors yesterday. And the best way you could start and keep your clay charms clean is that you got to mix all the colors first, and then you start sculpting. So we're gonna warm it up and then start making the Gigi cat.
Leaving me when I'm overseas with the heart so heavy. Think that I deserve the truth for once, not a guilty tone, 'cause you're not alone, yeah. You said you wanna come home, but I know you don't. So this time I won't hear it on the phone. If you got something to say to me, then say it to my face. What it's all about, why you're bailing out. Think you owe me an apology. Just say it to my face. You're sorry. You're so sorry. You're so sorry. You're so sorry. Say it to my face, you're sorry. This time I think I get it. This love was overrated. No more infatuated. And I blame it on you, I blame it on you, yeah. This time I hope you get it. In love you shouldn't fake it, no. I'm old enough to take it. So just say it to me, say it to me. So this time I won't hear it on the phone.
So we are done with the first charm of the day, and that's Gigi and this bread. It's so cute. So I'm gonna add the face details later once the outer layer is a little dried, and I'm gonna paint the ears after it's completely dried. So if you have watched my previous videos, I have told that I use these silicone molds as a base to sculpt on top. And if you don't have any acrylic stamp blocks or any of that, you can use these things to sculpt, and it's very easy to hold and they stick to it. But make sure you're not drying your charms on top of the silicone. Don't leave them like this. You got to remove them from the silicone and just you got to dry them on a satin cloth, because once I've sculpted it and I've left it to dry like this, it kind of stick, like the whole part of the charm got dried except the part where it's sticking to the silicone, like the air can't enter that part, and it got stick to the silicone and my whole charm got ruined like that. So don't do that. Just use it to sculpt, and I'm so in love with this. Okay, so monsoon it is, the weather have become very gloomy. There's no sunlight right now, it became very dark, so we are going to sculpt tomorrow. Bye. Welcome to the day 2 of the vlog, and if you guys are wondering why I look like a melting panda with all the dark circles around my eyes, it's because I had my dentist appointment yesterday and I couldn't sleep well after that. because if you guys don't know, I have ceramic braces around my teeth and they're invisible because they're of ceramic. And so this time he kind of tightened my braces way too hard and way too, stiff, and there is a lot of pressure around my mouth, because of which I couldn't sleep well last night. I had a very disruptive sleep, and even now I have so much pain. There is so much pressure and it's very hard for me to even talk. But yeah, it is the day 2 of the vlog, so sadly I'm unable to sculpt anything today because I tried to sculpt something, but it was very hard for me to focus on the tiny details of the clay. It was really hard for me to focus on the tiny parts of the clay because the pressure is so much and I just couldn't do it. Okay, so for this vlog, we are going to clean up my table. You guys can see it's very messy. And also, one thing is that we are running out of clay. Only we have this much of clay left for us to work with. So for now, we are just going to clean up the table and we are going to cook the clay. So this might be a time lapse for you. Hope you enjoy. So the one thing that happened was I was searching for cute clay molds or silicone molds online, and like a tiny miniature details that I could add for the main piece, like a side charm. And I was searching for them, and my brother stays in America, and I thought they might have a good collection of these silicone molds. And the one mistake that I did was I selected, okay, this was my mistake completely. I completely take the blame on me. Like, it's my bad that I selected these silicone molds on a video call, and I ended up getting the most biggest silicone molds. Yeah, so not one, I got like two. So this one is of breads and waffles, croissants, and this is like the most the desserts kind of a silicone mold. It has cookies, cupcakes, some pies and donuts. So yeah, the one thing that made me to not feel so guilty and sad, that cold porcelain kind of shrinks, but it doesn't shrink that much. It shrinks to up to 30%. But yeah, we're gonna use this somewhere, but they're very adorable. If you guys can see the details of each and every mold, yeah, we're gonna make use of them some way. And also I got these Posca pens. These are the pastel shades, and I always wanted to try these out, and I'm super excited. We are gonna try them out soon. Okay, so let's get into organizing my corner. Okay, so we finally have cleaned our workspace, and yeah, that took a lot of time. That made me feel so much better already. And the thing that's left to do for today is we got to cook the clay, and then we're gonna knead it, and so that once it is all prepared, we can start sculpting with it tomorrow. So yeah, so we're gonna do that now. this is the next day, and yeah, my pain have subsided so much and I feel much better. I had my good night's sleep, and yeah, so I'm back to sculpting. And yeah, because we are in a good state, we're going to sculpt a lot today. So we are going to start sculpting the gym jam, and first we are going to make the biscuit, and then we are going to add the jam later, and then we are going to sculpt the berrylicious jam. So yeah, let's go. I always use this plastic lid, which is the lid of my clay toolkit, and I always sculpt my biscuits on top of this because coal porcelain doesn't stick to plastic, and it's easy for me to sculpt on this. So yeah, let's go.
Who told you that it was too late? When was it that you started leaning that way? 4 tires cut into the clay. It dries up and now there's just one road to take. It's growing up over with green. So easy to drive on, but not what it seems. The poison is spilling upstream, and it's taking out every living thing. Every living thing. Who told you that you were no good? There's no use in trying, and even if you could, it wouldn't come out like it should. This stubborn kudzu just covers these words. Could you listen to somebody else? Will you only drink from the thoughts of yourself? Are you under the canopy spell? You dig in your heels and spread the disease. You're spreading the disease. Back up the drive a bit. Could you see what this is? This is a part of it all. Over and over, injustice to injury. This is a part of it all. Could you hike back to it, fight with it, sit with it? This is a part of it all. Ask around, be aware, make peace with what is there. This is a part of it all.
So we're gonna add the jam after like a week or two once it's like completely dried. Until then, I'm gonna keep it in the satin bed, and I'm gonna let it dry. So you're done. Let's sculpt the berrylicious jam now. Let's go. Okay, so a little disclaimer. The thing is, I'm sitting very near to a balcony, and like my studio setup is very near to my balcony, and there are like n number of vehicles like moving. Even when I start shooting, even the UFO lands on. This is what we are struggling with here. So I'm really sorry if this is kind of annoying. I'm trying my best to minimize the sound as much as possible, but yeah. Okay, let's sculpt the berrylicious charm right now. So this is what we are gonna work. So there is no cream in between the biscuits, but there is cream in the center. It's actually whipped cream. Then we are gonna add a strawberry. I pre-made some strawberries before, and we are gonna just add it here. So let's go. So the next thing that we are going to sculpt for today is Orange Feet. He is like my most favorite character of all. And if you're new here, this is Orange Feet because the feet are orange. He's holding a cute little mushroom and he has a sprout on its head. I find him so adorable and I really love sculpting him. So let's sculpt Orange Feet now.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things. Mountain laurel high fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and a hummingbird wing. Golden.
Hey, so we are done with the basic shape of our orange feet. Yeah, I'm gonna add the mushroom and the other hand later because I'm gonna let it dry for a day or two, and then once it's a little dry, I'm gonna add the mushroom because I realized I've been doing a mistake that whenever I used highly high saturated colors like red or orange or bright colors like that, whenever I use food colors to mix the clay because I want that bright red. So whenever I did that and I immediately attached it to the clay piece when it's not even dry, like it kind of seeps into the clay. Like you guys can see, I worked on this charm before. So you guys can see the red is seeping into the whipped cream. Like I don't want that kind of an effect. That's why I'm gonna let it rest for like a day or two, and once the outer layer is completely dried, I'm gonna add the mushroom. So
Feet
yeah.
step over splinters of the moon.
Okay, so this is it for the vlog, and I hope you guys like it. Thank you for watching till here, and please let me know your comments in the comment section down below, and do like the video. Please share with your friends, and I'm gonna come up with the new vlogs. So for now, bye.
Golden, golden.